world of YouTube, true crime tale site, and everything else. Someone had thrown up a name, a comment, something off of my videos for Anthony Snots. So I went in and looked into some stuff, and I found this other thing, and it's like, ooh. I'm still haven't called. I just screenshot the number the other day, but I will be calling, like I said, Delphi investigators, just to figure out what the hell's going on. It's still very interesting, and someone else mentioned some other names. Especially a Daddy Kent, which I haven't heard nothing of that throughout my findings in this case. So, but I did look up, which I got the comment this morning, I did look up anything that, in regards to that. Of course, I pressed on Delphi murders and Daddy Kent, but nothing came up. Well, this guy here is another Instagrammer, and yes, there's some weird shit. Norm D. Winter. And this one really gives some freaky details into the face of Bridge Guy. Of course, I don't know how many times this friggin' picture's been altered, but in my eyes, that is the worst thing you can do, is alter pictures or try and enhance it, and very, very, ridiculous to do. And as you can see, this looks like he's got a friggin' broken hip and his leg sticking out of his pants. But it does get a more clear shot of what's that around his, hip. Considering it could be, one of them, fanny packs. But this one really got altered bad, because the face is just, it's like something from The Hills Have Eyes, for Christ's sakes. Yeah, and that does look like a friggin' hat on his head, but whoops. Whatever the case may be, and whatever this is off to the right, it's about to wonder if someone took a friggin' picture of the actual crime scene. Because that does look like a shoulder to an arm going into a pocket. And they were supposed to be, Abby and Libby were sat up in positions of disgustness. But where did this guy get that? Very interesting stuff. And that does look like a friggin' arm of half of a body. Could it be one of the girls? Because I do see in the background, which looks like a twig or a branch, broken off or whatnot. And to say, where did this guy get these pics? It's like, someone did throw out this name, I believe, also. And he's also doing some other cases. And this one, he's talking about this car that looks like a Kia Soul in the background there. But this is another case that I'm going to be looking into of Middleton, Missy B's in Texas. I believe this might be that one Texas one with the, what can I say? With the security dressed up, walking through the school or whatever. That person, but I gotta look back into that. Here's a picture that's very interesting. Whatever this car or vehicle of whoever's driving supposedly drove by this sign, and whoever it may be, I'm trying to look at the hands and the leg to see maybe if that's a woman or a man. But whoever took these pictures, whatever the case may be, drove by this sign, and it is got to do with the Summer Wells case, another thing that he has pictures of on this Summer Wells, I'll be going into that. That's Summer Wells. This is a disturbing photo. As you can see, the real Anthony Snots with a girl on his lap. Now, whoever this girl may be, justice, yeah. Whatever this picture may be, it's just very disturbing, and I don't want to look at that much. But I believe this is another Norm D. Winter, but it's under Dale Ward. And this came up. And these are the only two Norman D. Winter accounts, but this one came up private. The other one, of course, they got all the pictures off of. Whatever this one is the question. This one this Barry Morphew. These are something I took picture of so I can I was looking for a name. Sharon Ward. There was a Ward that was brought up to me. Another name, but it wasn't Sharon. It was, I forgot the name, but it's in my comments. But I was trying to figure out, there was a Ward, and I pressed it. Oh, wait a minute. Is it? Oh, there it is, Dale Ward. And someone mentioned his name, so I, of course, immediately pressed this in. And the only thing that came up was this Sharon Ward. But when I tapped on this person of interest, that Sharon Ward never came up. And of course, there's a Lanner in there of the last name, and it said profile picture, but this turned out to be nothing but a bunch of nonsense. Owner of the property, this is the owner of the property. But whatever this was, and I went to look on this, and it was just a bunch of crap. But that name comes up. And whoever Dale Ward is, I didn't see nothing in the, pretty much in that either. Heard of that name like the other one I've been given. Mention a man. I think this is what came up from this. Maybe. Let me see. And this is, of course, the sketch. Oh, no, this is the number sorry, no, never mind. I took it for the number so I can call. So, that's not that other. Just don't want to mislead nobody. But, having these pictures up of this, and whatever this guy goes through, and this, in the body picture, that right there is insane. Because that's right, it does look, but then again, I always get the two girls. I forget who was on the railroad tracks, didn't have this type of coat. But if the other girl who took the picture had this coat, that would be the only way to say, if anybody, right, knows, investigators know, they'll know. And if this picture's legit, of the one that wasn't, Abby, Libby, damn it, I can't get them two girls right. But whoever was holding the phone to take the picture of the railroad tracks and Libby, I'm hoping it's Libby, was she wearing this the day? And if it is, where did this guy get this picture? And then that's a disturbing sight to see. I mean, it could be anybody, but that's the question. What was she wearing, and was the girl, taking the picture, Libby Abby, was wearing this, is the question. Well, this could be a whole nother freaking crime scene picture photo, too. I'm hoping this ain't something like Meat Sleep, where they put in all this bogus stuff to make it look real. And, yeah, that was a very interesting person there. They did a lot of kooky, crazy stuff to make it look legit. And I tell you, boy, I could have, it could still be real, but supposedly they got a hold of that person and was supposedly all fake. I don't know, man. They will give credit where credit's due, and they had some talent to make you believe. But that one thing with the crime scene, and they were off to the distance taking a photo of you would think one would think if someone knew about that, or they just maybe happened to stumble across it, is 1,000 to 1 chance. But whatever it may be, that person could have been a killer and could have put the body there and was recording it because they knew where it was. But that was the one thing that made me think, is it real or is it fake? Because damn well there's no crime scene is gonna let you record what they seen that day. Any type of video. If they would have known that person was there, I'm sure that person would have had been made to erase that or would have been arrested. But it's things like that bring out things like this, and it makes you wonder, is it real or is it fake? Whatever the case may be, it does look real, but who is it is the question. And the bridge guy photo, I tell you, this is all, the only thing that comes out clear is that bag right there. Right. Most rightfully could be the fanny pack holding something. Then you got, of course, as you can see, the outlay is another good thing. That could be the gun in the right pocket, because you do see the handle and the form of it, and being in a type jacket like that. Yeah, you would think a weapon of heaviness would make that imprint, because it's so heavy and that's just a piece of cloth. So imprints would come out with good form. But the face now looks all deformed itself, when in the original picture you could friggin' see at least the nose, the eyes, this looks like a friggin' mask. But interestingly, where the hell did this come from is what I'd like to know. Because there is leaves, it does look like a wooded area, and that does look like a stick. It could rightfully be someone making it up. Had someone sit down, take a picture, or it could just be a freaking body. Crazy though, crazy. Now whether or not this guy, BG, had his own phone taking pictures is a question. But I get one thing very, very disturbing is why, if you're a killer, did you not take the phones? Because there's only one thing that could be rightfully for that, is this person didn't care if he was seen in a video or a picture. He could have rightfully friggin' took, a picture with his phone, but also looked at the phone, seen what they had, and said, whatever, float in right back in there. So, very interesting though. There's a lot of things that are coming out for some reason, and that friggin' Anthony Shots one coming to and then disappearing like a phantom, that still has got my mind boggled. But I got the number. I'm going to be calling soon. I have been busy. No, man. I got some freaking funny stories with the DoorDash stuff, man. What the yesterday, man, my head was spinning because what the fuck going on? I forgot what was up there, but I think this is King Dexter the Magnificent. Yeah. I don't know what this was about. But this person got some strange stuff, I tell you. Strange stuff. Especially this Summer Wells case. When we doing something on that, I gotta look up into that to see what else lies beyond that. If there's any updates too. But because in the Summer Wells, it's supposedly the kid that was underage drinking with the mother. So, to check that out. Stupid idiots. That's my update for now. See what else I can roll out. And thank you everyone for just been throwing me some information on this, coming up with new information so I can look into this, and this is what I came up in, that disturbing photo. And the other one I don't want to look at again, but I am keeping it just for the purpose of, if that ain't on the internet, no one's found it yet, well, we going to the proper authorities. Respect my authority. South Park coming up with new episodes, man. I love that show. But anyways, in all seriousness, this case is getting more insane. And yet, one more thing before I leave. I did catch some of it, but I wasn't watching all of it because it was a total bunch of nonsense. And the only thing that sticks in my mind, and hearing the latest televised pretty much anniversary of the girls, and of course today marks 5 frickin' years. And once again, in this televised show a few days ago, what do we get? What do we get? Oh, we know who you are, and we're gonna catch you. Okay, they know who it is. They said it again on the friggin' TV, but still no arrest. Still nothing. What is really going on? And this Anthony Snots, once again, here we are, anniversary. Is he the friggin' suspect? I don't know. Sean, I did get your message to look into something, but I can't find that 240 video or whatever. I don't know if that's the name of it, or if it's just in your video of the time, but I didn't catch that. But Sean Harmis, I tell you, still, without anything new, but they know who did it. And even could be regularly the Sean Harmis father. That's right. I'm not ruling him out. There's a lot of information. You should go check out his channel of what he has for info. Because still, they haven't slammed the gavel and hammer down on the judge's damn friggin' table. All options are still wide open. And there's, right, no suspects. But they know who he is. They're gonna catch him. When the next poor innocent victim gets it, what do you think? Other than that, folks, be safe, take care. We don't know where this person is. He could be rightfully dead. Could be the Sean Harmis, dead. Father, dead. Or it could be rightfully someone else. Until they friggin' come to the closure with this, leaving the families just up in the air, bringing in all this new information, new suspects, and leaving with a friggin', mind, headache, pain, suffering, words can't explain, BS line of crap. Right? BS. And just continue to say, we know who you are, and we're gonna catch you, buddy. It's sick, man. It's getting old. 5 years. Just like Maura Murray. Oh, and something came on with Brandon Lawson also. Someone made a comment. I'm gonna go over that. But they're really determined that they have the skull that was found is his family's confirmed, but they're still waiting on that to be friggin', confirmed. Everything's gotta be confirmed, but it ain't happening. What the fuck? BS. Let's get this done. Have some closure. No. And then who knows, maybe they're doing this and just keep everybody up in the air and just, you're gonna be that guy on One Crazy Summer. Listening to the radio, smoking the cigarettes. You won! Then his friggin' house blows up and he gets lost contact. Oh, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What is this? Where's it taking us? When are we gonna get closure? Out.